Okay, we back to transport supply management (TSM). Transportation supply management strategy maintain or improve safety for all users. Need major infrastructure investments, provide best possible level of service, and minimize the impact of transportation activities in community liability. Okay, a wide range of TSM strategies includes make the best use of its facilities, including everything, infra or control operation system. Networks and services both maximize their people moving capacities. Try to reduce the cost of their operations. So that's how TSM look into it. According to the Downs law or downstream convergence, new highway constructions along traffic corridor reduces travel impedance, but it's also induced traffic from others corridor and others mode, often resulting in return to previous congestion levels. So it's about the situation, whereas a cycle, just a cycle, affect one and another. Moreover, latent demand created by previous shortage of road capacities also surfaces and swarms to the new highway capacities. Also, this the situation that actually even they put the latent demand, but still we can predict the situation. Latent, which means we sometimes we not really can see at reality, but it underlying. Because we have experience, we can predict, we can know the situation will happen. When we look at this other kind of the comparison, congestion reducing measures. So if you look at this both approach to TDM side and to SM side. TDM looking to manage existing demand and also increase and also control demand growth from the TSM side. So efficient use of existing facilities and increase the supply. So it have their own approach to look into. Dealing with traffic congestion. If you look at this scenario, we can notice this regarding the TSM. Managing road space supply. We try to manage existing street space for efficiently to maximize availability of capacity. Of course, because they look at internal operation. That's why it's our approach to achieve our capacity to be efficient. Of course, we try to manage the existing street in terms of their space of their lane number, or also the width of the lane itself. Construct new street and road to add more capacity. That the common or typical solution. Of course, we want to increase the capacity. So of course we increase or we construct a new road or new extra lane. We widen the lane width. If you look by the facilities or the scope under TSM for the supply side, of course, TSM they manage the traffic, improve the alternative of mode, integrate multi-mode transport system, transportation infra development, and a new technology. So there are many activity or many strategy to be covered under TSM side. Okay, in terms of traffic management, so we're looking at try to make the system to be efficient. Of course, we have to using our parameter of traffic engineering to do the analysis and propose the system, propose any mitigation. Okay, improvement of alternative mode transport. Of course, this one we're looking at 3 different route user or mode of transport. The first one looking at public transportations, paratransits, and bicycle and walking for especially for non-motorized. Okay, integrated multi-mode transport system. So this one we try to encourage from personal or private vehicle drivers or users. They try to interchange or they move from their vehicle to use other mode of transport. Some sort of you drive your own vehicle, okay, and you park your vehicle to the nearby facilities and change other mode of transport that offers for public transport, especially bus, rapid transit, LRT, MRT, and others type of the urban transport. Okay, we have facilities quite common, park and ride facilities. So we have others quite catchy, kiss and ride. Okay, park and ride is quite common in our country, in many country, but this one is more in Western. They call it kiss and ride. How they implement this? Okay, this one the family or our spouse, our sibling, our family give carry our passengers, so and send them to mode of transport for urban public transportation system. The first one, park and ride. We drive our vehicle, we park at the facilities, and we change our mode of transport. But kiss and ride, our family, our spouse, our sibling send us to the facilities nearby, or just send us to the any nearby location for urban transport facility. Then we say just bye-bye or just kiss. That is our culture. They kiss their partner, or in our culture, especially in Malaysia, just salam, salam dan cium, salam, dan pergilah, some sort like that, kiss and ride. Okay, on transportation infrastructure development, so functional road public transport network. So that's our infra. A high quality capacity system, especially for urban rail. So nowadays we have a very good in terms of the rail-based system. So especially in our country, in Malaysia, so we have introduced our MRT, mass rapid transits. The capacity is over 100,000 usage. Okay, so it's quite massive transformation for our transportation in urban. Okay, ring road bypass, which is connecting from outer for the urban or CBD area. So we have artery road. So they have connecting into the urban city center. So by providing ring road, in Klang Valley they have MRR1, MRR2. Midori Route 1, Midori Route 2. Cool, new technologies. Of course, we can introduce the ITS, Intelligent Transport System. This one is very big topic, so we can explore more about this if you're interested. Okay, low emission vehicles. Nowadays they introduce last time they introduced hybrid vehicles, hybrid car. So now they introduce also the electric vehicle, electric car, and also hydrogen car, hydrogen vehicles, which is produce less of the emissions, and also new underground delivery system. Also, this can give another levels, but not all the country can provide this such system because it's quite expensive, and also the challenge because you provide under the ground in terms of the infra, like subway, underground train. Okay, next issue of contraflow. Okay, also we have to manage when we notice that the demand of the traffic at particular road network to be imbalanced. This is the scenario. We look this perspective. They have a very massive flow from, let's say, from southbound area compared to northbound area. Okay, we have full vehicle on the side of southbound, which is 3 lanes, 3 lanes, and also the less traffic on the northbound area. So that's we call imbalance flow. So it create issue to give some extension, extra lane for other side. So this one they introduce the contra flow. So I have some video clip to show contra flow. Okay, have you can do you can listen this video clip? Can you listen this video clip? Anyone? Can you listen this video clip?
No, doctor.
No, doctor.
No?
No. There's no sound.
Can? No, cannot.
Cannot.
Along like a rolling centipede.
Cannot, sir.
Driving down 15.
Can?
Miss it.
Cannot.
Okay, we stop.
Okay dah.
Okay.
Boleh, doktor, boleh.
Boleh dengar? Boleh?
Dah dengar doktor.
Tak, ni dengar saya cakap video tu.
Cuba doktor play.
Transfer machine.
Yes, dengar.
Or zipper. It moves the concrete barrier dividing the express lanes 1 lane over.
It moves slow.
Really slow. Like 8 miles an hour slow. But this monster of a vehicle could make the commute up and down the 15 much faster for the 169,000 people who use it every day.
It gives motorists more flexibility.
All month long, 2 zippers will be moving the center divide over 2 lanes. On a normal day, 2 lanes go each way. But this month, 3 lanes will go with the rush hour commute. Del Cerro resident Alexandra Brown already saves about 20 minutes using the express lanes.
If there was 3 lanes, that might help the speed of the commute.
But don't get used to it. Caltrans is only studying how well the zippers handle the 2-hour trek up and down the 15 twice a day in between rush hours.
Reconfiguring the lanes on a daily basis.
Then it will stop at the end of April. It will be up to Sandag, which actually manages the express lanes, to decide whether they want 3 lanes or only 2 for the rush hour commute. In the meantime, Caltrans wants you to keep an eye out for the barrier transfer machines. You can see in this video from a GoPro outside my 10 News Prius, the zipper is like a giant, slow-moving vehicle in traffic. Whether they'll keep moving the barriers back and forth has yet to be decided. Along the 15, Joe Little, 10 News.
Let's take a closer look at the 15 freeway. This is where the lanes will be moved for the traffic. There will be concrete barriers from the 78 on the north side to the 163. There will be more lanes on the southbound side coming down in the morning commute, and on the northbound side, more lanes for the evening.
Okay, I just share the video on they use the technology to provide additional extra lane for contraflow. Typically, the agency may use a barricade or cone to construct extra lane for contraflow. But this kind of technology, they produce a machine technology to use special vehicle to prepare the barrier for extra lane. Okay, we move for transport demand management. So we have covered already the TDM side. Now we cover for TDM, transport demand management. Okay, so now we look at this simple question that we can learn something. Okay, reframing the transportation question. If we ask, if we ask people, do you think that traffic congestion is a serious problem that deserves significant investment? So this question is quite common, and I think majority will answer what? Yes. Most would probably answer yes. Yes, of course. Because we have a problem, so we need to do something. Of course, we have to spend money to solve the problem, the issue. Okay. Then, if you ask them, would you rather invest in road capacity expansions or use lifestyle change such as increased urban density and more use of walking, bicycling, or carpooling and public transport to solve congestion problems? So what do you expect to answer this kind of question? Okay, the answer is a smaller majority would probably choose two road improvement options. So they're still looking at the infra or the facilities, but not simple to propose or try to change with the others option of the mode of transport. These are the essential how choice are framed by conventional transportation plan. So you see the reality of the scenario, what we face from the our society or public. Okay, if you look at this cycle of automobile dependency, okay, increase per capita motor travels, so that will impact automobile oriented transport policy and planning practice. Now we try to reduce non-automobile transport option. So next, social stigma associated with the alternative of transport. So still they're not really confident whether the public transport services would be better, would be have their expectation to be efficient. Okay, suburbanization and degrade urban neighborhoods, the effect of the surrounding of the locality, land use, automobile-oriented land use and planning, generous parking supplies. We noticed that when increase or growth of the vehicle, so we have parking scarce, parking problems. Automobile oriented land use pattern. So this is the situation, the cycle of the automobile dependency. Okay. Next, factor contributing to the growth of the driving. Okay. You see from this chart. Okay. Majority 30% due to increase of street length. So that's why we increase the growth of the driving because we have a lot of the area to be covered. We have many area to or attraction zone, and then 80% increase the trip. As it relate to this one also. Okay, next, decrease vehicle occupancy. Okay, maybe they have an option of the mode of transport. There's also quite difficult with this one. Switch to the drivings. This kind of the integrated parameter. Okay, this one relate to increase the populations. It doesn't mean if the population increase with the rapidly, so also increase the driving. It's not really like that. Okay, they have a lot of parameter and parameter. Okay, as we look again, our congestion reduction measures. Okay, yes, we have a different approach from TSM side and also from TDM side. Okay, TSM looking at the facilities, looking at the infra, okay, and also try to increase the supply to meet the demand or to provide more system in terms of the road networking or the increase the capacity. Okay, whereas TDM they try to the manage the existing in terms of the mode of transport and try to control the demand growth and so on. Okay, activity system in demand side. Okay, they looking at transport system TDM on the land use, urban planning, regional, national development policies, industrial, labor, social policies. So this may be into policymaker or agency or authority side. Okay, we look at one by one. Okay, for TDM, okay, of course, travel reductions. So it's not easy to cut off mobility from the road users, but we try the best. The shorter pass or the alternative to be introduced to mitigate peak spreading reductions, modal shift, reduction of the personal vehicle or private vehicles. Okay, that's why we can introduce the policy from the side of the policymaker or the agency authority. Okay, example road pricings, telecommuting, carpooling or car sharing, etc. Okay, service attribute urban transport mode. Okay, if you see the capacity is set, they try to compare the private vehicle with other mode of transport. Okay, of course, if you're looking at the private vehicle, they have a better in terms of the travel speed. That's why they provide a speed limit. So to give safe compliance or recommended travel speed. Okay, compared to others, they have a very low in terms of speed operation, but of course they have a different capacity. If they have their own road network system, or they have their own track, especially for rail-based system. Okay, this the comparison looking at modal speed. So this quite old, 1985, but still we can learn from this different countries, especially comparing in Western, in the Eastern countries. So if you're looking at Chinese or China, so they have a lot of the cycling and walking activities compared to motor vehicles or other mode transport. But if you're looking at America or USA, okay, they own a lot of the private vehicles. I think more than 90%. Yeah, more than 80%. They have a majority of ownership for their own vehicles, private vehicle. Okay, but some other countries quite balanced, especially for Europe, they have a better provide of the transit vehicles, also the habit or the culture. They're using other mode of transport, especially on non-motorized vehicles. Okay, major target of TDM measures. The first one, reduction of total movement and travel through moderation of activities which generate travels. Okay, the second one, reduction of a vehicle through modal change and efficient use of motor vehicles. And the third one, deconcentration of traffic over space and time. So that's how we look into TDM measures. Okay, next, for the land use and urban planning. So it's regard with growth management. Okay, yeah, the activity, development activities. Okay, compact the cities, intensive development of a mixed use transit-oriented development. Okay, for the regional and national development policies, they're looking into development of secondary cities. If they want to expand or try to develop a new areas. Okay, industrial and labor policies look into the business work start. Okay, what they have main type of the business. Okay, production and distribution process. Okay, the last one is social policy, the lifestyle and the leisures. What the common in the society. Okay, dealing traffic congestions, managing TDMs. Okay, the first, controls on vehicle ownership. Okay, that's why we need to balance. We need to balance of transport mode that we try to not really eliminate, but we try to reduce. That's why they introduce the tax, the tax or the size to own a vehicle. Okay, vehicle quotas. I don't think so. They introduced in our countries, in Malaysia. Garaging requirement. Also, this not happen in our country in Malaysia, but I have been told in Japan. In Japan, they introduced this one, garaging requirement. So if you own your vehicles, you still need to have permit where to park your vehicles. You need to pay the tax or the license for the parking lot or the garage requirement. Okay, next, control on vehicle usage, non-pricing access controls. perhaps that is not not control at all, non-presidential control. But perhaps also they can introduce pricing called measures. Later I will show the mechanism on road pricing. Okay, basic pricings. Okay, the simple measures on parking control action or measures. Okay, next we just discussed about this park and bus ride. Okay, we start our travel with our own vehicle and we go to the parking facilities area. So we move to other mode of transport. The reduction of total movement and travel through moderation activities with generate travels. The reduction of vehicles through the modal change. We change our type of transport. Okay, this concentration of traffic over space and time. Okay, option for bus transport. First, we're looking at fleet management, traffic management and bus operations, integrate busway and urban developments, public transport financing, looking at the fare level and subsidize. Okay, since our country in condition of MCO or PKP last time, just over a few days or last week. Okay, our government introduced the flat rate or the discount to any user you want to use public transport in Kuala Lumpur. They can purchase ticket or the pass for 30 ringgit for a month. So they can use that pass and they can travel within any kind of the public transport such as MRT, LRT, bus rapid, or feeder bus in the city center. So it's quite encourage people looking at the situation they want to have a safe cost for transport. Okay, by comparing these two approach, which is TSM and TDM. So we look into TDM, they focus on the bike or the cycles, and flexible work hour. If the employer, they can provide work from home or flexible in terms of going early or going slightly late. Okay, focus on heavy vehicle lanes to those who pulling their car or share their vehicles. Okay, provide park and ride sharing is quite similar with this one, but this one is you use also the larger vehicle, of course, you can occupy more passenger. Okay, transit subsidized as I mentioned just now, telecommunicating, safe route to schools. Okay, whereas TSM, they're looking into the system or the facilities and other facilities such as ITS, metering, especially for highways, traveler information system, signal synchronization, especially for signal intersection, transport management centers, incident response, and many others. Okay, that's how the approach under two different system that you have, or from TSM, transport supply management, and TDM, transport demand management. Okay, I think that's all to be covered under sustainable transport.